everyone and welcome to my channel. So today we have a hopefully very useful and interesting topic to talk about. I'm gonna tell more about how's it like to live in Berlin, what are the main costs and expenses you might see once you move here, as well as some important steps and information that I think is relevant to share with you. And yeah, let's get started. So first things first, once you move to a new location, of course, one of the most important and stressful things is the apartment. And here in Berlin, the situation with rents is crazy because the prices are crazy. A lot of people want to find an apartment, but there are not that many apartments, so the prices go up. So I'm gonna first share with you my personal experience, and then we will move on to the general conditions in Berlin. So I personally pay 840 euros for my apartment with water, electricity, Wi-Fi included. But you have to keep in mind that I live in a student residence. So this price that I'm telling you now can be lower than the general average prices for apartments. Because my apartment is very, very, very small, which makes it this price. When it comes to bigger apartments, like 30-40 square meters, which is a medium size, I would say, here the price gets higher, and I think the starting price would be from around 1,200 euros, of course, depending on the area you live in, if you are alone living there and stuff like this. But this is the average, and I'm gonna share with you a video where I show you a website where you can rent an apartment and you're gonna see the general prices. So for people who are planning to move to Berlin and rent their apartments in the near future, I just have one thing to say: good luck, because I heard stories of when people come to the apartment to see it, and there's like literally a queue of 40 people waiting to see the same apartment, and then the landlord is gonna decide based on your interview, your salary and stuff like this. He's gonna decide whether to give the apartment to you or not. And basically the competition between all these people is huge. So I'm gonna quickly show you what options there are. This first option is quite a small studio, which basically has like everything inside, but looks a bit like a student residence. Then let's see this one. This is already 1,400 and it is around 30 square meters. It also has the kitchen, but the area is really small, I can see. And then scrolling down, actually, you can see the general prices. This one is 4,000 euros, and I'm actually in love with this apartment. Let's now move to some important information, which I really think is crucial to mention. And these are two things which I didn't know when I was moving here. So the first thing is the Anmeldung. The Anmeldung is a document which you basically have to do if you're moving to an apartment for more than 3 months. And this is a paper which is a must, and it's a must not only in terms of document, which of course you get a registration in apartment, but also for other things, like if you want to do a bank account, if you want to do a phone SIM card, if you want to sometimes even if you want to join at a gym, you also have to present this paper. So it's crucial, and it's a free thing. You don't need to pay extra fees, but you have to book an appointment. And it can be crucial because sometimes the website just gives you a slot in like 2 months, so you have to keep updating the page until you find the spot, like in the close dates. And yeah, sometimes it takes a bit of time, some days, to find that one, but yeah, it's super important. And the second thing that I think is very, very important to mention is the radio and TV tax. So this is a tax which you have to pay on normally it's sent on the mail in the postal box, and it's usually paid on a quarterly basis. But per month, it's 18 euros, I think 36 cents per month, and then which makes it like 55, 56 per quarter. So this is a tax which you have to pay, and it doesn't matter if you have the TV, if you have the radio, if you use it or not, you have to pay. For example, I don't have the TV in my room, but I still pay every time. So yeah, just keep that in mind, because a lot of people that move here, sometimes they don't know what's that, and they're like, why do I have to pay the TV tax? But yeah, you have to. Something which is also often mentioned when we talk about the costs and expenses are the utilities. But as I already said, I'm actually not fully aware how much do I pay per month, because I don't get any bills. These prices are already included in my rent. So I cannot really share how much do I spend per month on water, gas, electricity, and stuff like this. And actually, a lot of contracts for rents are already basically include this kind of stuff as well. But in case you want to know how exactly, like how much do I exactly pay, I cannot answer this question, but I'm also gonna search for information, and in case I find it, I'm gonna share it with you in this video. So I found this website where actually a person tells how much he or she pays, and you can see the general price for the internet, for the electricity. So the next step is the transportation, and I personally think that the transportation in Berlin is really good, because it has different options, like the metro, which is called U-Bahn or S-Bahn, like depending on whether it's underground or above the ground. Then there is the good connection with the trams, buses, and a lot of bicycle lanes. But let's talk on how much do the tickets cost. So as a student, of course, it depends on the university, but I pay per semester, so every kind of 6 months. And I pay 192 euros per semester, and I have the ability to use any type of these transportations if it's in the Berlin area. So if I go to another land, I have to pay more. But across Berlin, I'm free to use with this 192 euro semester ticket. If you're not a student, then you have to choose a subscription. I will also put a video from the transportation website, but as far as I remember, this single ticket is going to cost you around 3 euros. There is also a reduced one if you are doing a short trip. So if you have, I think, three stops only, you're going to pay 260 or 80, something like this. You're going to see it as well in the video. And there are also monthly, weekly options, 24-hour options. So yeah, and just keep always checking. Sometimes they do offers which are better. Like there was a 49 euro ticket, I think, per month. And last year in summer, we also had the 9 euro ticket, which was really great. But yeah, now this offer is cancelled, and yeah, so you have to check it on the website, but these are the approximate price. So on this website, you can select the type of ticket you need, and you can see for the single ticket, you're going to pay 3 euros, and for a short trip, 2 euros. Then there is the 24-hour ticket for 8.80, and the 7-day ticket, 36, which I think is pretty expensive, and some additional tickets for your bike. And yeah, that's it. Here's the important information. And I think one of my favorite topics, of course, is food, groceries, and deliveries. So there are a lot of different options in Berlin of supermarkets depending on the price category you want to find. So the cheapest, I would say, are Kaufland, Penny, Netto, Lidl as well. So, and there are a lot of this type of supermarkets across Berlin. You can always find, I think, in every area you go. If you want something of a bit better quality, and they have more brands, I don't know, I usually go to Rewe or Edeka. I love it because they have also the salad bar. They have a section with already prepared meals, and the sushi bar and the juices and stuff like this. And if you are searching for something of high price, you can consider some organic stores like Dance Market and Bio Company as well. They have a lot of vegan, vegetarian, organic options. And yeah, basically in Berlin, I think with supermarkets, you can always find something for your price category. When it comes to deliveries, I tend to order quite sometimes per month. And there are also different companies, but I think that the delivery services are quite similar in terms of what restaurants they offer. The only thing is that you always have to pay a fee for delivery, which makes it sometimes a bit more expensive, because sometimes the restaurant, for example, for me is in the area, but I still have to pay €2.99, which I think is pretty expensive for the delivery. But in general, if you want to know the prices, I think you would pay 15-20 euros for every time you order. As well counts for going outside. I think minimum is really like 10, rarely 10, more like 15 euros if you consider the dish and a drink. And it can go up to much more, but if you want to know the average, I think this is 15-20 euros. And I forgot to say regarding the prices for the groceries, I think I tend to buy groceries on a weekly basis, but several times per week, and I think I spend like 35-40 euros, which makes it quite a lot per month. But yeah, I love food. So just to have a general understanding, here are the salaries in Berlin. These are the average salaries. You can see before and after taxes. So I think this is it for today. I hope this video was useful for you and you got some important information for your next trip or once you move to Berlin. And yeah, let me know. I hope that the information that I will provide is gonna be enough. You can find some links on how to do the registration of your apartment, where to find the transportation tickets, and so on. And yeah, if you have any questions, please write them down below in the comments, and I will try to answer them as quickly as possible. And yeah, see you.